Hi and welcome to King's Football Show. I'm here today with my good friend Moss. This is the match reaction show for Man City versus Arsenal. How you doing, Moss?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Just still at the office and scrambled to go find my mic there.
I understand. I understand. What do you make of the game today? We lost 1-0. How do you feel?
It just didn't have that bite. Like both teams really mattered to them and really wanted to fight today. So maybe we're both saving it for the league matches, but you know what I mean? Like it was well played. Everyone's like looking skillful, looking smooth, but no like fight, you
Yeah,
know?
no clashes. It
Yeah.
was just Rob Holding trying to wrestle with Haaland, but other than that, there weren't really any clashes.
Yeah. There wasn't much in it, like
Yeah.
battling
Were you
and
surprised that the City played almost the first 11 except of maybe Edison?
yeah, they said they were going to play another goalie, but and they've been playing this Lewis a lot too lately. But other than that, you're right. Like that's their first team, really. And KDB didn't have his way. Holland didn't have his way. So I think we're saving what we're really going to do against them and what lineup for the league match. But yeah, it would have been nice to even have a replay, go back to Emirates and make some more money and have a battle with these guys again and get in their heads. But no, I guess it works out for people that didn't want us playing extra matches.
Yeah, I felt
But
like we were not desperate to win this game. And you could almost tell. I feel like if we put out a stronger 11, we beat them. I don't think City were amazing today. I don't think they were that convincing. I just felt like we lacked that bit of X factor. I think if
yeah,
Zinchenko plays, if Saliba starts and Ødegaard starts, I think we win that game.
yeah. I thought
I do
Trossard
think
looked
so.
very good. Trossard was one of the only
Yeah,
ones really buzzing, you
yeah.
know?
I've been telling people how good he is. He's a very good player, and he imagine him and Zinchenko playing
Yeah,
together.
that's what I was saying the last since I saw him just for that bit in the first game. I'm like, we get that diamond going with him, OZ
Yeah,
and Xhaka and Odegaard. Oh my god, it's gonna be some magical stuff.
yeah. Oh, we got Luke as well. Big up Luke.
Man, Luke, what up, Luke?
Our starting line up signal that we weren't that bothered about this game. 6 defeats in a row against City now.
But it's not like Holding was bad. He was doing the business. I mean, he gets grabby and holdy, and they give him a cheap yellow, and smart enough for Arteta to make that change. But yeah, it just lacked that intensity and firing up both crowds and getting
Yeah.
tackles and chances flying, and it just I don't know, just expect a whole hell of a lot more when we're playing in the league match versus them. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
fun.
think we'll see a much higher tempo when we play them in the league,
Yeah.
for sure. But I think it was a good test to see kind of where City are. You can tell that they do respect us now.
Yeah.
This wasn't the old City. We just blew and go forward,
I'll
attack
take that
after attack.
Martinelli matchup. I'll take Martinelli going at them any day too. I mean,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
we can
But
now
this
with
is
the
what we
depth,
want. This is why.
we can throw so much at them, King, with Tross and Vieira and Martinelli, Saka when we play them. Like we got to go full
Yeah,
tilt.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, imagine if we get like Ramsdale is playing, Saliba starts, Zinchenko is there, Ben White, Ødegaard. It's a different team. It's a totally different team.
Tommy did
And I
pretty good.
think,
He had that one blast.
yeah, Tomiyasu is
That was a
good.
good,
I mean,
great setup by Trossard.
it's good to see him back in form. And I think overall, we
Yeah.
showed that we don't fear them. Hey, big up, Uncle. How you doing, man? Yeah, played well. I can't lie. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think we played well, especially when you look at the players we started with. I'm surprised we hold up the game that well. So fair play to them. Big up Clinical as well. Big up all of you. Make sure you do subscribe to the Mandem, to Realist United. Unfortunately, he's a Man United supporter, but he's a real one. Uncle is
It's
a
nice
real
to
one. So make
see,
sure you subscribe
really?
to him.
It's nice to see. We're back to the 90s. Man U and Arsenal playing the best ball in the Prem again.
Yeah, exactly. And big up True City fan as well. Do make sure you subscribe to his channel. But yeah, I think for me, I think Turner had a good game. I
Yeah.
think he really impressed. He looks solid.
Is Peter looking a lot better? Eh?
Yeah.
Passing?
You can tell that he's been working on his
Yeah.
passing.
I said our club's going to make the Turner be one of the best goalies around.
Yeah. No, he's a solid
Deal of
goalkeeper.
a deal
I
now. We
think.
barely paid anything for him.
Yeah. Exactly. I think Tomiyasu had a good game. I think Trossard had a very good first half as well.
Yeah.
Vieira looked good on the ball. He's growing.
I still
And then you
think
could just.
I would love to see a Trossard, Odegaard in the middle, and Vieira go on the right when we're giving Saka a breather. I think that'd be dynamic, real dynamic.
I think that's the plan. I think that's why when Saka went out, he went on to the right.
Vieira just doesn't run enough and get active enough when he's in the center. And he can stay in and burn guys and get good crosses when he's on the wing. I think he's more of a wing guy.
Yeah, I think he's not found his ground yet centrally. Realist is saying, I still want you to bottle the league.
It ain't happening.
Listen, you saw today, Realist, our second team almost beat Man City. It's not going to be easy for them.
I think we've figured them out, as we remember January 1st last year.
Yeah, and I think we will look. I do think that Arsenal, when we play again in the Premier League against Everton, we'll see different mentality, different team, different lineup, and we're gonna go for the kill.
We just need
and
this
and
boy.
that's fine.
And they're always Captain Fantastic.
Yeah, now we just have to focus on Europa League and the Premier League, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair play to City. I think Nathan Ake had a very good game.
Yeah,
I think
the
he was probably man of the match.
there, the guy I was saying he shouldn't have been in Holland's lineup in the World Cup.
Yeah,
he's been playing great, man, for a couple months now.
He has really stepped up. Saka didn't have a good game today, to be fair. I think Ake was their best player by far. I think Grealish had a solid game. Was good on the ball. Yeah.
Gundogan was quietly a solid game from Gundogan. I don't think KDB really did anything.
He did nothing today, KDB. He was quiet. You could tell we had a game plan to stop his supply to Haaland, and it worked. Yeah, definitely.
So,
but I think
King, did you notice something on Party, or was it just like maybe a little niggle and halftime? They're just like, whatever, let's just take you out.
Yeah, I think so. I think they don't want to risk him in this part of the season.
I didn't notice
where
him
we
ever
are.
being really hurt.
Yeah, I think they don't want to risk him, and I think it's smart. It's we shouldn't really risk him right now. But listen, we lost, but something else happened today. So, breaking news.
Is it
and this is from Caicedo himself, and this is what he wrote. He said, "I'm grateful to Mr. Bloom and Brighton for giving me the chance to come to the Premier League, and I feel I have always done my best for the team. I always play football with a smile and with heart. I'm the youngest of 10 siblings from a poor upbringing in Santo Domingo in Ecuador. My dream always to be the most decorated player in the history of Ecuador. I'm proud to be able to bring a record transfer fee for Brighton, which would allow them to reinvest it and help the club continue to be successful. The fans have taken me into their heart, and they will always be in my heart. So I hope they can understand why I want to leave." What do you make of that? That was.
Does that mean Chelsea went in with a 90 million or something, or we got in there?
I think he's referring to us. That's what Fabrizio is kind of
sounded like he wanted us more.
You see, he made a tag and he said AFC. So it seems like Caicedo is getting closer to Arsenal. And my understanding is that we are working really hard to get him over. I
He's
really
more
rate Caicedo.
decorated than Valencia and all the Ecuadorians that came before him.
Yeah, I think Valencia right now is the most decorated
Who was
Ecuadorian.
the one before him? Wasn't there the other Valencia, Ecuador? He was on Man U, remember?
Oh yeah, he's the one that Antonio. Antonio is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was
Antonio.
Ecuadorian.
Yeah, because he won. I think he won the Champions League with Man United, didn't he?
Yeah, and then Ener Valencia's had a great run, like been
Yeah.
Ecuador's man. But Caicedo, he's one of those, like we've talked about so many times, King. There ain't box-to-box mids anymore, and he is actually one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So paying big money for him now could be brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, I rate him. I think Caicedo is a brilliant player. I think if he were to join Arsenal, it would be a very solid signing. I think he's someone who can play with Partey and he can play with Xhaka. You know, he can play deeper. He can play box to box. He can play in a double pivot. You know, he's so versatile, Caicedo, and he's
I
someone
heard
who's
Tom trying
kind
to
of
say
remind
he's
me.
only an 8. Oh, he could be a 6. No, he's just a super good
No,
midfielder. That's what he
yeah,
is.
yeah. And I think that he kind of reminds me of N'Golo Kante.
Oh, yeah. But a
You
little bit
know,
bigger, a little bit
yeah,
faster.
a
And
little bit bigger, a
Kante
little bit
is super
faster.
smart.
Yeah, he got that engine, he got that physicality, he can move around the
Good
whole pitch.
passing. Kante
Yeah,
always knew where to be. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what
And
I'm saying.
Clinical is
We're going to
saying, I
spend
wouldn't be
100
surprised if we
millions
start
on
Haaland Alvarez at the Emirates.
yeah, like if we're going to spend 100 millions on Declan Rice, all these guys. Well, if you can get Caicedo for less now, let's go do it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And yeah, big up Clinical. He's saying he wouldn't be surprised if they start Haaland and Alvarez. Me neither.
Yeah.
I think he seems to
I've been
want
saying
to
that
play.
all year, King, that Alvarez should be
Yeah,
playing with
you
Alvarez.
did. And they are
Just
playing
makes sense.
more like a 4-4-2 now.
Yeah. Because Alvarez, he's like Odegaard. He just buzzes all over the place.
Yeah, and it seems like
he did all the running
both
for
of them.
Messi. He did all the running at that World Cup for Messi.
Yeah. And it seems like Foden seems to have fallen out with Pep. He's not playing. He's not even on the bench past 2 games.
Yeah, there Luke says that too.
Yeah. Did you? I saw this as well. Odegaard shouting at Lokonga, telling me about his positioning. I think
Odegaard knows
I'm sorry.
where he needs to be at all times.
He looks lost. He looks like someone who's not been
He's
playing a
lost
lot
his
of professional
confidence.
football.
Yeah, he's lost his confidence because he was better than this 2 years ago.
He was. Yes, he's actually worse now. Samuel Lokonga, and I think he needs to go alone. He needs to change environment. He needs to play
go back
somewhere.
to company at Burnley. I keep saying he needs to go to Burnley.
Yeah. That's actually a good shout. Maybe a
Company
6-month loan there, and yeah.
Remember at
and if they get
Company
up to
was just praising all the time. Lokonga.
Yeah. 100%. And how's it going? Is your channel ready yet, or?
Yeah, me and Luke will get something started here, finalizing a name. Want to make sure I set it up right again, and
Yeah.
I don't know, thinking of a few hundred different names. As you've seen.
Yeah.
That works,
and I do agree to this. That Caicedo is an old school midfielder. He can defend and he can attack. Unlike these modern day
Luke was saying what we were saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This makes sense. Thank you for the information.
Did you hear what
that kind of makes sense.
King, did you hear what ESR really's got a problem with again?
Yeah, he got a tight injury, ESR, and that's why they decided to not go with him.
Tight thigh.
Yeah,
quad.
They'll probably rest him.
That happens a lot when you have that surgery on your hip flexor or groin. A lot of times your quad or your hamstring will go on you. Yeah.
Yeah. A clinical is saying, hopefully Chelsea come and take Caicedo off your hands. I can't have him go into Emirates.
So who would be hijacking who? We've both been on this guy for so long.
That's the thing. Who'll be hijacking who? But yeah, it would be a fantastic signing for us. And then we don't have to worry too much about Partey, because you can see today, if we have to rely on Samuel Lokonga, he's not the one right now. He's lost it.
Well, people are saying he's not good. We need to sell him. We need to get rid of him. It's what me and you are saying.
No, he's young. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Let him go alone.
He needs to play and he'll be fine again.
That's it. Do you remember Alex Song? I remember when the fans used to hate him and he lost his form, and then he went to Charlton on loan, and then he came back and he was a beast.
And then like you're saying, you'd see him go play for Cameroon or his national team, and he'd look awesome. And it's like, well, we need to play this guy.
Yeah, exactly. So you can never count out young players. I think we are too quick to write them off sometimes.
Yeah.
Let him go somewhere where he will play week in, week out, and then let's see how he does. But I do think that Caicedo would be amazing.
Oh man,
and it would be a statement as well. Arsenal seem to be willing to spend money now on players as well.
Some of these other channels' reaction, they're just torching Sambi.
Yeah. I know. I don't know why they do that.
It's just
unnecessary.
Like a gang up. When other people are doing it, then everyone starts doing it. What up, Bobby K? Clinical. Thanks for joining. What is Luke saying here? Their goal came from being AWOL yet again. AWOL later too, when Alvarez had all that time. Yeah, I agree. But and some of the other sites and channels on Arsenal too are saying how easy it was for Saliba. He pocketed Haaland and all that. And I wouldn't say pocketed, but man, it was, they were playing slack. We were playing slack. It's hard for a striker to get things going when the intensity's not up like that. But yeah, I think I couldn't believe how Saliba looked so together and easy when he came on the second half.
Yeah, he didn't look stressful. He looked very sharp, very confident.
Best center backs already at 21. It's amazing.
Yeah. It was like, and this is the first time he plays against Haaland, but it was like he played against him several times.
Yeah, it was like no problem.
Yeah, I think he enjoyed the kind of physical battle between him and Haaland, where he can play, tough and rough against him.
Latino Conte, they're calling Caicedo Latino Conte on another channel. Latino Conte's coming in.
Yeah, man, that kind of makes sense though. The Latino Conte.
That is a good name.
He's like the new modern.
Even better, to be honest.
Conte. Yeah, of course. He has the potential.
That was one of Wenger's.
And remember when?
Remember, is not getting Conte.
Yeah. And I remember when I saw Caicedo, and I was like, man, we should buy him. He's a baller. Everybody was like, no, let's go get Bizuma. I was like, no, Caicedo is better.
Yeah.
And you can see now.
Remember, people were so mad we didn't get Bizuma?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want that guy at all.
People had meltdowns. It was almost as if we don't get Bissouma, that's the end of the club.
Yeah, he was really good at the World Cup. Ecuador. Caicedo was bossing that midfield.
Yeah.
With even less help than he'd have with us, that's for sure.
Yeah. I know. But I think tomorrow
So how quickly, with Luke's comment there, how quickly, like you and Bobby maybe know more, how quickly could we be setting up a loan, like for Marquinhos or Sambi, like we're talking about? Ah, man, hopefully like they've kind of already had a plan of, hey, what club could we loan one of these guys to, and kind of worked out the structure of it already.
They definitely have plans for both, and they are they are clubs interested in both Lokonga and Marquinhos, and I think especially now when
Twitter, into Caicedo's Twitter too, he's saying bye in Spanish to them.
Yeah, I think something is happening in the background with Arsenal and
him and his
Brighton.
family already. Yeah, he's told his people already.
A big up Tariq Talks. He did a watch along for the game. Yeah, man. Tariq is so good when it comes to watch alongs, and your voice, bro, is spot on, man.
Yeah.
Commentary is your thing. And make sure you do subscribe to Tariq Talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his ribs. Okay.
Flash for whoever's out there, someone sign this Tariq kid.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently Partey felt discomfort in his ribs. That's a bit strange.
Quick massage and chiropractor, sort that out.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too serious.
Remember Turner too had a weird. Turner kind of punched something out and then landed hard on his hand, and he felt something in his shoulder too.
But it kind of makes sense, you know. Partey gets off half time. During that half an hour, 45 minutes, all of a sudden Caicedo starts to drop. You know,
and
I think they
might not have felt anything in the game, and then you come off at half time and you're like, oh geez, what is that? And they're like, screw it, you're coming off.
Yeah, you're coming off. And that's why I think they're stepping up the Caicedo deal. They don't want to miss out on him. What do you think, Tariq? Have you seen his Twitter, Tariq? Caicedo's Twitter. He's really, you know, saying goodbye. He's saying adios, basically. I mean, this is
that he's
when I saw
Brighton's going to get a record transfer fee.
Yeah,
he was saying he's happy about that.
Yeah, but this kind of goes in line to. I remember when Arteta was asked about players who wants to sign to Arsenal, and he kind of alluded to that the player also has a role to put pressure on the club. And this is exactly what Caicedo is doing now. He's putting pressure on Brighton to sell him, basically.
And him and Trossard were going back on social media, it sounds like, too. Tross has been doing some business for us.
Yeah, I think he's obviously been speaking to Trossard and Ben White, and I know some people in the hierarchy got connections with Brighton as well.
Garlic,
and
I guess,
they've been speaking. Yeah, and probably speaking to Brighton and his agent, and I think it's just down to the fee now. It could be tomorrow we hear something, which is and this is why I was telling people all the time, have patience with Edu, don't judge him now. Let's wait until the window is over. I mean, if you manage to get Caicedo, Trossard, Kivior, and renewing Martinelli's contract, it's a good window. It's a very good window. It's a fantastic window, even to be fair.
If we could nail down that Fresneda for future, and you wouldn't even be part of our squad for this second half, but getting Fresneda for the long term, oh my God, that would be wonderful too.
This is funny from Luke. Trossard has only been with us for 5 minutes, and we're already using him as a recruiting agent.
Hey, Odegaard didn't do enough to get Haaland, so we gotta pull all the strings, man.
And
Odegaard's probably saying, Haaland, what the hell? You could have came to us. We're top of the table.
And you have to look at it from the player's perspective. He's probably looking at Arsenal like, I got an opportunity to go there and win a Premier League title now. You know, and play in the Champions League.
I can't wait to see Trossard, Odegaard in Champions League. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget Fresnel. Yeah, as well. I know.
That's what
No,
we just said. Yeah.
and this is the thing. That's why, sometimes we really have to assess the window when it's closed, because that's when we get all the information and
And why would it
and
depend
know.
on Cedric? Let's loan Cedric out no matter what.
I think
Like,
Cedric is a done deal now, isn't it?
we could bring up one of the young guys. Like we got Tommy. We got like all these guys are very flexible. So we don't need Cedric.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
maybe it's the
I think
amount
it's
of.
more Fulham because someone said Fulham has too many in Premier League loans or something.
Yeah, something like that, or too many foreign players, maybe.
Yeah, there's something with Fulham where they got to work something out.
And that's it, Tariq. You're spot on. It's a great time to be an Arsenal fan right now. After all these years of suffering and not being competitive in the transfer window, not really adding depth and strength to the squad. You see the players, they love the club and they love playing for Arsenal. You see the match going fans, they're behind the club, they're singing, they're shouting, they're backing them. And you can really see that they care, and all the work they put into the community as well. And the fact that we are playing so good, and we're beating top six teams now. We,
Yeah,
we,
they
we
got to
beat
worry
them.
about us now. They got to worry about us
Yeah,
now, not us worry about
yeah,
them.
yeah.
And what Tariq's saying there too, I think the switch has now finally happened. What we've been wanting for years, King, of
Yeah,
now we're going to be in power position. Oh, Juve. Oh, all these clowns. You want Gabriel? Oh, you want Tierney? Oh, you want this
yeah,
guy?
yeah,
Oh, we
yeah,
say like 80 million, 120 million. Like we throw out big
yeah.
numbers like they do to us, because
100%.
we want them and we don't want to lose them. If you want them, it's going to be crazy money. And then,
Yeah,
we sell one of them. We're just bringing in new guys that fit our system.
yeah. Because the recruitment
Liverpool,
system is
Man
so good.
City, and even Brighton have been able to work under power position. So they're just like, no, we want this amount. We're sticking to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they can boss the transfer market.
100%. This is an interesting question from Tariq. He's saying, would you sell Balogun in the summer to make some cash? My view on it, Tariq, is that the striker market is very
You've
dry
seen Millard
and
made some.
expensive.
Yeah,
I think I
Millard
would,
made some roads with wanting Balogun. I heard.
yeah, unless it's a very big bid, like a 50 or 60 million pound, I would probably keep Balogun and send him on loan to a Crystal Palace
Yeah.
to see how much he
And then we
continues to develop.
redo his contract, and if someone wants him, it's big money. We got to
Yeah.
start bossing the transfers they do, not the other way around.
Yeah, because I do think we will sell some players this summer. I do think like Tavares is gone. We're gonna sell him for sure. I think that
We're making money on
Rob
all of them.
Holding Rob Holding is going. Uh, might even see a few players that we didn't expect to leave getting sold. You know, and it's part of it. I think Austin Trusty, we might tell him because we bought Kibio, probably
Yeah,
trying to make money on.
no matter what, we're making money there for sure.
Yeah, and that's it. I can't wait either. Yeah, man. But
Now,
it's just
now we're in a
nice
good
that
place.
the club is healthy, that we operate in a professional way and we know what we want to do. We know who we want to target. We got a proper strategy on how to play football as well and how to approach different opponents. And it's just great to see. And the fact that our squad is the youngest as well in the Premier League, and we got one of the youngest managers out there in Europe as well. Just very positive.
And it's taken 3
For,
years. Same time as we finally had a plan. Emery, there was no plan. Arteta, we've had a plan.
yeah,
And we all said
yeah,
this
yeah,
as older Gooners. We were like, this is a proper rebuild. You try to do it like Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, where it's just there's no rebuilding. It's just go spend crazy money. And I
yeah,
didn't want any part of that.
yeah. exactly. And just look at Man City. They did a proper rebuild with Pep, and that's why now they're so stable because
Yeah.
they
They
got a
boss the
proper plan.
transfer market. They just tell people what we're paying and what a guy
Yeah,
is worth. Like they don't budge.
no, they don't. They don't. And if you want to overcharge, they move on to another target.
Yeah.
And if you want one of their players, you pay them what they want, and then they
Yeah.
go and get someone else in. But yeah, it's gonna be some interesting few days. Might need to start doing some transfer news tomorrow.
I'm on the Fraud Father YouTube where he's just combing the Twitter of Caicedo and everything.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting, man. But yeah, guys, thank you all of you who did tune in to watch this. It was supposed to be a match reaction, but because of the breaking news in regards to Caicedo, we had to speak about it.
So what would you thinking? You kind of worried it's Chelsea throwing a big dollar, or we maybe went up to 70 million type thing?
I think we are willing to spend that 70 million that Brighton wants.
Even if it was like 60 and you said, 15, 20 million more if hit certain targets and appearances and things, it might be something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Big up Nippon as well. I hope you're good, bro. We're ending the stream now. You're a bit late, but next one,
10th
make sure
place
to hit.
teams aren't allowed. 10th place teams aren't allowed.
Yeah, and you might try and hijack Caicedo from us. So no, thank you, Chelsea, man.
No hijacking. Bowley ball.
Or are we hijacking them because they made the first bid? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, both teams. I think even Liverpool wanted Caicedo too.
Yeah, Liverpool are not willing to spend big money on midfield, and I don't understand.
Already on strikers.
Yeah. Look at the money they spend on Gakpo, Nunes, and Diaz.
That's a lot of dough.
Over a year period. That's a lot of money.
And they want to buy Bellingham for 150 or something.
Yeah, if they don't get Champions League, he's not going Liverpool.
Yeah, he would want Champions League, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And that's who we're battling with. Fresneda is Dortmund.
Yeah.
They know. Dortmund don't make they're like Bayern Munich. They don't make too many mistakes.
Yeah, I think the only thing with Fresneda is probably where will he play, because
he plays either side.
We got Tomiyasu and Ben White and Brooke Norton Coffey. Well,
but he play either side, King. He's a really, like, for 18, he's not even 19 yet. His football IQ is like young guys I've never seen before.
Yeah, he's very mature. His understanding of the game. I suppose we're saying us potentially signing because it doesn't affect his going for right in summer. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Luke, we're spending all this money and we are just in the Europa League. If we are most likely going to play in the Champions League this summer, unless something crazy happens. We gotta play in Champions League this summer.
Money, but also like
Champions League money.
With Champions League money, King, isn't it also each position in the Premier League you get a certain dollar amount too?
Yeah. So the higher up you finish,
you get a lot more for winning.
Yeah. And if we win it, we get even more money. And also your sponsor deal, your bonuses goes up.
You can ask for more. Yeah, you're right.
And you can ask for more. And if you win it, again, you can ask for more. So more money will come.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, that's it. And we can probably sell a couple of players as well and make a few dollars.
Well, I think I don't know. I hope it's us, I guess, but who knows with Chelsea?
Yeah. I think it is. I mean, if you look where we are and the way he's speaking about opportunities and decoration, we are the one who's fighting for major honors right now.
Yeah. It'd be a step down, Brighton to Chelsea.
Yeah, right now you would.
Like Potty.
You're right.
Deserves kept that Brighton level up top.
Nah, he's a good manager. He's a really good manager. He, I think Tottenham could have done with him instead of Conte.
Yeah, De Zerbi been very
Yeah,
impressed. Bobby called it too. Bobby that we know. He said this guy's special manager.
no, he's the one who's trained up Locatelli.
From Sassuolo.
Yeah, he's done a good job for Sassuolo.
So we didn't see Kiwior today, but what were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think because he's just joined and he's a centre back, it's a position where you need to learn. I think it wasn't fair to play your first game against Haaland.
Yeah, the back four, like many people know, it takes the most cohesion, the most work and practice. Your back four, it's the most important part to have good communication.
Yeah, this is interesting as well. Will he play? It could be his last game, or it could be that he's gonna have to do a medical or stuff. I think tomorrow we will know more. We will have more information tomorrow if Caicedo will play again for Brighton. But the way he's saying goodbye, I think he's already played his last game.
It'd be all weekend.
Yeah, guys,
FA Cup.
We're gonna end the stream now. Thank you so much to Moss for joining me, and make sure you subscribe to his channel once he's ready. Him and Luke. Make sure you subscribe to.
We'll do a premiere here soon enough and get guys like King and Tariq and Bobby and others to join in. But yeah, we'll join Luke on Instagram. You see his name in the chat there, and CK Moss 16's of mine on Instagram. But yeah, thanks for inviting me, King.
No worries, my bro. And make sure you subscribe to Tariq Talks, to Three Spurs Boys,
Bobby K, the Spuds Boys.
Yeah. True City fan as well. Make sure you like the video and you share the content and you subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone that did tune in today. It's been a great stream. Even though we did lose, there is still hope to have a great season for Arsenal. But for now,